passeranno. Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 e le genti che passeranno mi diranno che bel fiore. Questo è il fiore del partigiano, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 questo è il fiore del partigiano, molto per la libertà.
Hello. Okay, I've already, I haven't even started, but I've got like a bunch of questions. First and foremost, very important because I don't have like tons of headphones. Is my audio okay? I think my audio should be okay. According to my A10 mini, is fine. First and foremost, I want to say hello for those of you who are already here. Already, the questions are all coming in. It's like very important questions I see. If you guys can hear me, just say yes or just give me like just type number one, or you want to say you can hear me, is fine. I want to make sure this time around, in terms of the color, I tweak it because I had some, because what happens is that right now on the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K camera, it is actually recording through Blackmagic RAW, and then it goes through the signal, and I have to use the LUTs which I have. So I think the last episode, the LUTs was not properly tweaked accordingly, and also the white balance was like 5600. This time around, I actually use a white balance card, which is my favorite white balance card, which is this filler. It's super expensive, but it's the best ever in the planet Earth. A lot of people recommend this, but it's super expensive. But it is my saving grace when it comes to locking focus and all this kind of stuff. So if you are a filmmaker or if you do videos here on YouTube, I think it's a very good investment. Okay, let's check out some of the comments. And a lot of people are already asking some questions before I even start here. It is exactly 9:01. I usually come in 5 minutes earlier just to make sure that I have a lot of people. Just want to make sure that everybody's coming. This time around, I see there's only about six active users. Because remember, if I see that the amount of users is not as active, like for example, the first time I went live, it was actually quite good. It was a bit decreasing in terms of slightly decreased in terms of the second video session, but third video session is also looking not very good. So again, like I said, I only do this if you guys want to see me here more often doing this YouTube live. Otherwise, means I won't do it. So the more I get the response, the better it is. And of course, it's the time for you all to actually ask me any questions that you have, and I'll answer it. And during this live YouTube Q&A session, instead of me doing a dedicated review on an item or promoting a certain item, I purposely wanted to make sure that I wanted to have a kind of session whereby I talk to you guys directly, and as opposed to going through any other platforms or even like promoting or doing a live unboxing. This one would be like, if you have any questions to ask me directly, especially currently with the MCO situation, a lot of times whereby like a lot of people can't actually do anything at all. So I guess this would be a great chance. I don't know why my battery doesn't seem to be charging, but okay, my charging spot is there. Let's immediately go, since there's already a bunch of comments and questions over here as well, and then I'll be actually answering your question. The first question comes from Wiki Production. Before I even come in, anyway, hello Wiki Production. Is the Huawei P40 worth the money because it does not have Google? You are half already asked answering your question. I am going to do a comparison video between the Huawei P40 Pro and also another smartphone within the same range. It's going to be a surprise. I'm actually working on it, so stay tuned for that. Whether it's worth the money. So when I did a few reviews, my past few reviews have been Huawei. I'm known as the go-to guy for Huawei, but which I don't want that. I want to be the go-to guy for tech. I mean, that's the reason why I quit my day job to do what I do right now. Whether it's worth it without Google, it all depends on how important Google is. Like for example, like this guy, I remember his name is Vincent Lee. He did not mind not having Google, and because he did not mind not having Google, he did not care. So there's another guy, I think was John, who is actually always coming on my YouTube channel and also commenting there. He said that he only needs Gmail, which Gmail can work because you go through the Huawei email. So it all depends on how much of a Google person you are. It's like actually it's like changing from iOS to Android. A lot of people from iOS can't change to Android because of the whole Apple ecosystem. So if you are heavily invested or heavily into uh, the Google ecosystem per se, then I'm not sure whether or not you can live with it. If you cannot live with it, then don't buy a Huawei phone and don't buy the P40. There's so many other smartphones that you can actually choose. The reason why I review these items is because I am a general tech lover, and I think that from a hardware and from an ecosystem point of view, Huawei is doing a very good job. And as opposed to knowing the fact that what's currently happening to them, where Google cannot work with them, instead of them just backing down and stopping production. Like a lot of companies have died when it comes to situations like this. Like for example, like the Essential phone that totally shut down. It was actually not bad smartphone camera. I mean smartphone, but that is what happened to them. I like the fact that Huawei is still fighting on the tech scene and trying to create their own stuff, because like I've mentioned to some of my close friends, that I said that it seemed like how once upon a time, if you are very highly connected in the early 2000s, BlackBerry Messenger was something where nobody can get out of it. And right now, BlackBerry Messenger is just totally gone. Like BBM, a lot of people couldn't live without BBM, and then they switched to WhatsApp, and then so and so forth. Those days, Nokia phones were using Symbian. It was not even using Android. There's no Android those days. So for me, this could be a change, because not everybody needs every single ecosystem for Google. So it all depends on that. I know it's a super long answer, but I hope it answers every one of your questions to ask me. Okay, so thank you for your question, Vicky Production. The next question comes from Kipi's channel. Hey, Kipi, I actually purposely preloaded your YouTube channel. So before I answer, I really want to give a shout out because I like his stuff. Let me just quickly go here. Okay, so Kipi's channel looks something like this. I actually preloaded this just to show you guys. Kipi, I never met Kipi before, but he is a fellow Malaysian YouTuber. I love his content. If I had the extra time, I would love to do this kind of content. In case you guys are a YouTube creator, you want to see, he does like a lot of interesting tutorial videos, like how to do levitation shots. He also have his live stream, which unfortunately I couldn't come and see because I was busy shooting, and how to nail focus, how to clone yourself. A very good YouTube channel, which is also Malaysian made. So if you guys want to see that, be sure to check out his channel. Is QI, let me just go here. It's QIPP apostrophe S. Yes, my Q&A session seems to be a bit more promoting the guys, because you know what? When I started out, I did not have this kind of help. So not to say I have millions of subscribers, but at least some of you guys who would like to, be part of this, you can actually do that as well. So yes, thank you so much for joining me, Kippy. I love that stuff you do. I don't comment there because I usually, watch YouTube videos only in between my when I'm doing my rendering, between transferring files, or just before heading to sleep. So I'll watch it and then I'll just tertidur lah. So yeah, thank you, Kippy, for joining me here. And guys, yeah, just subscribe to this channel. Winston Bartel says hello again from Amsterdam. Hello, Winston. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Jiva Gunasegna. Hi, Adam. How are you doing? This week has been a very tough week. Yesterday was uh, Yesterday was an interesting day. The day before that, on Monday, was super hectic. I had barely any time to even eat. I had like only two meals. Like in the morning, I had like when after working out, because I work out every day. And then I had like bunch of pre-recorded stuff. I had Shopee Live. So Monday was crazy. Yesterday was, there could be better days than yesterday, towards the end especially. So yeah, I mean, so far I'm still doing okay. I'll be doing another live session with my buddy Jiggy John right after this at 11 p.m. That's going to be non-tech lah. This is going to be for fun. If you want to come and join us, you can also join us there. So Jiva, thank you so much for asking a question. I hope you are doing great too. Yeah, and again, you all don't have to only ask me questions. If you have like you just want to say hello, that'll be very much appreciated as well. Kipi's channel says audio is good. Thank you, buddy. I wanted to make sure that everything is fine because I don't have an extra headphones because I have one headphones like hanging here as a prop. And the white color Audio Technica, Technica, it has is this flaky white stuff. So if I'm gonna put over my head, it's gonna like hit all over my baju. So I hate the fact that all the M50X is like that, but I like it there, and it's actually my backdrop for my videos, so that's the reason why lah. Mohammad Hamad, hi, Mohammad Hamad, nice to see you. You are my White Wine L1 fan friend because you seem to really be so frustrated with the white wine. I don't know why is it so important for you, but for me, it's totally fine. Say hello to Joaquin. It's actually his makan time today. Actually, yesterday was supposed to be makan time, but for some strange reason, I guess because yesterday I was back here in the studio very late. I think he didn't want to eat, so he has to eat later, and hopefully he makan lah right after since he's actually nocturnal, so he sleeps during the day. So I'm nocturnal in the sense whereby I do my work later on. So maybe after these two live sessions, I go and feed him. Thank you so much for saying hello to him, Hamad. Dean says hello back to you. Linux Petrova, hi, greetings from China. Hi, Linux. Thank you so much. Which part of China? I would love to know. And how is the situation in China in terms of this stupid, annoying virus? I hope wherever you're living is better. I think a lot of places in China is better. I mean, I don't like really talking about this whole virus thing because it is something which I don't like talking about. But, I just want to see which part of China are you from? If you can let me know, Linux, and how's the situation there? I just hope that it's fine. Yeah. And then Alex Lai, hi, how about Xiaomi Mi 10 series price in Malaysia? They are planning to launch really soon. I actually had an email from them. Let me see whether the price announcement I can announce or not. I had an email earlier on with them. And one thing's for sure is that their device is not available for me to review just of yet. But I did get an email coming as well. Oh, there you go. I think this is not embargo. So, according to this, Xiaomi launched the latest device of the popular Mi smartphone series, the Mi 10 and the Mi 10 Pro. First time in Malaysia, each device, Xiaomi's new flagship, is a 5G ready. So, that is something which you guys need to know. And it will be available starting from 1st of May, where it will retail starting at 2,799 ringgit. So that you heard it first from me because I don't do the article. I'm actually reading email. I can't switch it over because I can't show the email, of course. And there are also some pre-order promotion for the smartphone as well. And yeah, so this is something which you guys need to know. So I haven't got my device yet, but that is what we have in terms of that. And let's see what's your question is that. Yeah, so that's the price, buddy. It is the Mi 10 is about 2,799. The Mi 10 Pro is starting from 3,899. Quite expensive if you ask me. I guess everybody is following the OnePlus thing. Lah. Everybody wants to come up with an expensive price and then they call themselves, I am flagship now. Yeah, so okay. Blonde Deep V2, hello boss. Please don't call me boss. You're a very nice friend who's actually been always supporting me. So hello back to you, my friend. Glenn V, hi Adam. Will you be reviewing the iPad Pro 2020? No. Because I don't have so much money to buy an iPad 2020. How much is the price right now? It's like 3,000 over ringgit. After I buy it, and then what am I going to do with it? If I'm going to resell it, it does not make sense. Because, like I said, I still consider myself as a small time tech YouTuber, whereby I don't buy all my devices. I get review units. And since I don't know the guys from Apple, and I don't think they like me too, because of I'm very honest in my reviews, and I've already shown my opinion on how I'm not a fan of iOS devices. I'm okay with iPad, but I think that did not sit very well with Apple. So maybe they don't like me. I don't know, but I haven't got contact from them. I've been in the YouTube community in terms of the tech for about close to 3 years, but nothing coming from them. Interestingly enough, even Oppo. Oppo Find X2 Pro is the first ever Oppo phone I ever reviewed at Adam Lobo TV because I now got the context. So a lot of people think that when you start a YouTube channel, you immediately get like all these contacts coming you and knocking into your door. No, for me, imagine after 3 years, then only I got Oppo's contact. So it is not easy simply getting review units, especially if you're starting off. You just have to review whatever you have. So for me, I was fortunate enough that when I started off, I knew few people who could actually contact me with the PR agencies of the particular brand, and everything went up from there lah. So yeah. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna review the iPad Pro 2020. The iPhone SE is an affordable price. I wanted to buy that phone, but apple.com.my says is currently not available, so I can't buy it, which means I can't review it. And by the time I buy it, the phone will be no more trending. So I don't think I'm gonna review that phone unless anyone's buying the phone. You want to pass it to me? So yeah, Glenn, I don't think I'm gonna review the iPad Pro 2020. It's because it's just too expensive for me to buy and then review and not really use it, because I have a bunch of tablets with me already, which I don't think that I am gonna be a kind of person who use a tablet so much from a day-to-day usage. Something which I might buy is actually the Honor Magic Book. I really think it's amazing for its size and for its price. The first impressions and also the unboxing of this is going to be out for my next video right here. So of course, for those of you who are joining me over here, I already subscribed to the channel. So that is something I might buy because of the price and also of the functionality, as opposed to having a tablet which is not really a laptop. So if I'm going to spend 3,000 over ringgit, I might as well save my money and buy an Honor Magic Book. That's just my opinion lah. Mike Casper, great to see you again, brother. Mike, I really appreciate your presence here. So I totally appreciate you coming here. So thank you, Mike. And I love the fact that some of you guys don't have any questions, but you're just here to chat. So that is really good. So thank you so much. Winston Bartel, remove your message. What's your thought on the new iPhone SE? Okay, my thought on the new iPhone SE, I think is brilliant. I know I haven't been giving a lot of credit when it comes to iOS devices. Just when OnePlus decides to come out with a ridiculous price for their smartphone, iPhone says, you know what, the insights, I'll give you the iPhone 11 Pro insights and also the display. But yeah, the design is following iPhone 8. Now, there were a lot of mixed feelings about this. Everybody got their own opinion. Some people did not like the fact that it's iPhone 8, but you just remove everything, recycle everything. But I think what Apple did is very smart, because you see, this iPhone SE is targeted toward people who wants to have a very powerful specs inside, but don't care about bezels, don't care about Face ID. I'm talking about people who just having their first ever iPhone. I'm talking about people who's like your grandma, your father, your mom, whereby they don't care about big bezels as long as they want a phone which is fast, has great cameras. So in my personal opinion, I would buy the iPhone SE to review, but unfortunately, if you guys go to apple.com.my, let me just go over here and you can see it. So now I just said I'm going to Apple Malaysia. So see, yeah, I want to buy it and I can't buy it. They said it's currently unavailable. The internet is getting too slow, lah. But yeah, I think you guys get so like for example, okay, view pricing. Okay, so here it is. I'm viewing the pricing. Fantastic. And then I want to buy lah. So just said I go with product rate because I like the whole rate thing. But of course, hashtag wide love forever. Then after I go with maybe 64 gig. So check it out. Currently unavailable. So which means, guys, here is the thing. I tell you a little secret. So since it's currently unavailable, right? Everybody who has the phone right now means that Apple gave it to them. Pretty obvious, right? Hint, 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 hint. So I plan to buy it. I wanted to buy it because it's not bad of a price. And since a lot of people asked me to revisit the Google Pixel XL2 again, I wanted to, but the device is still being used, so I couldn't. But for me, I think that the iPhone SE is a very good smartphone, and in terms of what the inside is, I haven't used the phone as my daily driver just of yet, but I think it's a brilliant move from Apple, since their highest selling phone is not the iPhone 11 Pro Max, it's actually the iPhone 10R, which is a very good smartphone for its price. Mohammed Hamad 4968. I would prefer the live stream just half an hour long, but twice a week. It gets difficult to sit one place for a long stretch with the families. I hope you understand. Mr. Mohammed Hamad. Imagine me sitting here for 1 hour plus. And it's not easy for me to dedicate this time. Actually, to be honest, since I did not have the best of days, sometimes you can't always doing this live thing. No matter how bad of a day you have to talk to audiences like you, and I can't be showing my face here, right? And at the same time, imagine if you said that it is very difficult for you to watch me live. Imagine me trying to do this live. So try to understand from that perspective. I mean, if you find it's difficult to long stretch to sit down here for a very long time, if you have to go and spend time with the family, feel free to do that. I totally understand. For me, I always said family is way much important. Some of the people message me, say they got some schoolwork to do. I said, go and do your schoolwork. For me, like I said, it all comes down to engagement. I can see there is, like, for example, from the first episode to this third episode, I can see that the amount of people tuning in is definitely lesser. Not complaining. And the lesser I see there's an engagement, then I just won't do this anymore because I feel that it's not worth the time. But yeah, so for me, I'm only doing this is because I want to talk to you guys. The reason why it goes beyond 1.5 hour, 1 hour is because of the questions that I actually answer over here. Mr. Bravo Papa. See, Mr. Bravo Papa is one of the very few guys who's actually here to just say hi. No questions asked, but you can always ask hi back to you, my friend. 6 days before summer, how are you? I'm okay. Like I mentioned, Monday was a hectic day. Yesterday was started off okay, but ended up not very okay. But yeah, DS87, hi, buddy. Nice to see you. Hello back to you. Okay, so Mr. Bravo Papa finally asked a question: Samsung 20 Ultra or the Huawei P40 and the OnePlus 7 Pro? I haven't used the Huawei P40 as my daily driver, so I can't comment on that. The OnePlus 7 Pro, I use that as my daily driver. So Samsung S20 Ultra, I use that as my daily driver. If I had to choose, I would go to Samsung S20 Ultra compared to the OnePlus 7 Pro. Huawei P40, I haven't used it as my daily driver. I just got the phone back again from Huawei. Like I say, I don't buy the smartphones. These are all review unit. I'm done. I'll give it back to them. So I did the unboxing. I did my first impressions. I gave it back to them, and then now they pass it among the other medias in Malaysia, and then they pass it back to me. So finally, I just got it like about on Monday before I left the studio. And so if I had to choose between Samsung S20 Ultra and the OnePlus 7 Pro, I would go with the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra because it's a bit more future proof compared to the OnePlus 7 Pro. Although a lot of people say, oh, Oxygen OS is the bomb. It was the bomb. Right now, One UI, MIUI, even the EMUI's battery optimization is just best. So OnePlus had that we have the best Android skin, Oxygen OS. Yes, they did. But right now, a lot of other UIs are only catching up. Especially One UI. That's the closest you can get. Swipe in the middle of the screen. Even the Oppo's UI is really great, quite great as well. So for me, like I say, I haven't tried out the P40 yet. So for me, if I had to choose between OnePlus 7 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, I would go with the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. Vincent Bartel said, will you be doing any in-depth review of a smartphone? Isn't that what I've been doing? I've been always doing in-depth review of smartphones, like comparing the Honor's 30 OLED screen versus Samsung's. Winston, I believe that all my reviews, I do two types of reviews videos. One, I do first impressions and unboxing. And then the follow-up video will be based on what questions you have. So for example, they say, hey, Adam, can you do a test on the screen? Then I will do a test on the screen. So I do two types of videos. One is the unboxing first impressions, and also the other one is in-depth review. So I do in-depth review, and I usually, when I do comparison videos, I will compare the screen. So I guess maybe you've missed it. Just check out when I put the in-depth review, then you know that that's mine. Yeah? Dean, can you review the OnePlus 8? So here's the thing, OnePlus 8 distribution here in Malaysia is amazing. I'm being very sarcastic. I know that my friends from Soya Chincha already have it, so you can check out a review there. I mean, they're friends. I know some may call them competitors, but for me, Alex is a great friend of mine. So go and check out the review. I don't have the device with me because, like I said, my only contact for OnePlus is Direct D. I've asked him, and he said he'd get back to me, but he haven't got back to me. Like I said, I'm still considered I'm not the kind of person where I can just get smartphones just like that. Whatever I can get, I can ask. If I get it, I get it. If I don't get it, means then I just can't review it. So I'll always try my best because I always take my time to review every smartphone. Some of the times when they tell me they want to give me the review, and they'll actually say, "Oh, here's the phone. Can you review in 2 days?" I'm like, first and foremost, 2 days to shoot in RAW, which I shoot RAW. The conversion itself, everything takes about close to half a day. And how am I supposed to review a device within 1 day and tell everybody whether or not I will recommend it? So sometimes, I'm not going to mention brands, but sometimes some brands are like that. And I immediately say, you know what, I'm not going to review the phone. It's hard, man. It's hard. So yeah, I don't know. I would love to review the OnePlus 8. If I get a review unit, I will definitely review it as soon as possible. Like I said, my friends from Soya Chinchao already kind of reviewed it. So make sure to check it out over there. Yeah. Hafiz S says, "Hi Adam, can you recommend the best microphone for smartphone, tablet, iPad setup?" You can check out the Rode Video Micro. Make sure that your phone has a headphones jack. Let me just go online and see whether I can go. Rode Video Micro. Okay, let me just switch this here. Okay. So it looks something like this. All right, there you go. So you have this, but you need to get the other connector, which is the TRRS cable. TRRS cable. Okay. So you need to get this cable, which actually connects from a 3.5, and you must see that this one comes together with three bands. But if you want a bit more budget option, I would say go with a Boya microphone, which is actually not bad. Boya microphone for smartphone. So maybe you can. Okay, I think this is the one. Yeah. Yes, correct. So this comes with both of the cables. I actually use this for my Panasonic G85. So yeah, so you can check out those ones, which is actually available. Make sure to check that out. It's quite cheap. You can find it. It's actually called Boya. Let me just put here again. It's Boya BY-MM1. So you can see over here again. So this is what you see. You can buy it. This comes together with both of the cables. Of course, Rode is a bit more expensive because it's a bit more well known lah. Okay, so that is your answer for that. Kippy says, thanks for the shout out. No problem, buddy. Shamin Yeo is back. Shamin Yeo is amazing. Thank you for always supporting me, although you have no questions. And thank you for hanging out here. Yeah, we just need to learn how to teleport. Then things is done. Glenn V says, love your channel. I'm a big fan. Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate your kind words. A lot of work, not easy, a lot of work. And then YouTube user, I love your name, like YouTube user. Hello back to you. Faizul, hi bro. Faizul is, I would say that he's been a subscriber for a really, really long time. I remember his comments coming us, especially when I do my Q&A dedicated video, not the live ones. He's always been around. So a huge shout out to Faizul for being an amazing guy who's have been supporting Adam Lobo TV and what I do here on YouTube. So thank you, Faizul. Casper Bidge D. Wati says, hello, Adam, and hello, everyone. See, I like people like this because not only he says hello to me, but he says hello to everyone. So, yeah, if you want to have your little chat over there, you can actually have it there as well. Kippy's channel, are you literally just doing YouTube for a living at the moment? Yes, Kippy. I think since you missed my previous live session, I can actually go through. I'm on YouTube for close to 3 years, and 2 years I have a day job. I came from a company called Astro, which of course Malaysians know. I was the head of events and head of label for my previous job. Head of events and head of label, which is called Rocket Fuel Entertainment, where I used to manage not the artist but manage the artist career. Like that time was Stacy, Hazama, Akim, Shamil, Ernie Zakri. Those are all the artists who was under my record label, and not my record label, but the record label which I was heading. And yeah, quit my day job about a year ago. I think now it's close to about a year ago. I think then I did YouTube full time. So currently, YouTube and hosting on ground. So since now there's no on ground events, so now I guess hosting online, like for example on Thursday I have a hosting session, or more like a invited tech reviewer guest for Vivo. So in a quick nutshell, Kippy, yes, this is my full-time job. It's my main job, and yeah, I fully survive on hosting gigs. So but mainly my main bread and butter is YouTube. I quit my day job for this. So hope that answers your question, my friend. um, Akram the Great. Hello, Adam Damakan. Akram the Great is also a very old time subscriber. He and I Lion Walking Dead, not together, but we actually watch together, and we always kind of have a little banter at the comment section below. Yesterday, I was actually wearing the Eeny Meeny Miny Mo, but my favorite ones, and yeah, I mean. Akram, don't give any spoilers, but I want to know whether or not are you watched up to date or not. Do you know what Negan recently did or not. Let me know in the comment section below, my friend. DS87 says, what do you think of the Exynos scandal? What Exynos scandal? Is there an Exynos scandal? I had no idea. So please enlighten me, DS87. I have no idea. Um, a Chinese name uses is why MIUI has no RAM management. That is just how the MIUI skin is. Maybe they have their own built-in RAM management. So maybe they don't give you the option for you to actually do that. I know a lot of smartphones like One UI and all has that, but I guess that is how MIUI was created. I am not a developer of MIUI, but that's a good question. Maybe the next time when all the MCO is done, I can actually talk to the guys from Xiaomi and I can ask them any reason why it's not there. But I can't answer a question right now. But hopefully, when I meet them, I can give that question for you, lah. Okay, so I'll come back with that answer. Hello, sir. This from Dennis Arpuraj. Hello, sir. What do you recommend if it's the Huawei P40 Pro or the Samsung S20 Ultra? Like I said, I haven't used the P40 Pro as my daily driver yet. I just got back the phone. So I can't comment on that. I only comment once I use the phone. Okay, so I have used the Samsung S20 Ultra. So I think it's a good phone to use from a daily driver perspective. Battery optimization is quite good. But I know Huawei phones are really amazing when it comes to battery. In terms of camera, what I've seen online, because you know how it is. Sometimes I don't judge my reviews based on what I see online. And for me, I can't comment yet because I have the phone with me. The phone is with me. I have the very nice finish, but I don't have. I did not test the phone as my daily driver yet for me to make that comparison. So most probably, if I'm going to do a comparison, but I guess also, Dennis, if you want to compare the P40 Pro, it should not be compared with the Ultra. It should be compared with the S20 Plus because of the price factor and also the capabilities. So right now you're actually comparing, maybe if you compare with the Huawei P40 Pro Plus, then yes, with the Ultra. So I think if you're looking for the Huawei P40 Pro, I think the right contender to review it against is actually the S20 Plus. I might do a review on that. Maybe I'll do a comparison. So who knows? But I have the phone with me. So stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't done so. And yeah, YouTube users, Xiaomi phones become even expensive nowadays. Yeah, I blame OnePlus because they used to be the flagship killer. Now they become flagship. Ooh, so every smartphone is getting very expensive. Last time, like for example, remember the Poco phone F1? The price came out. Everybody's like, wow. Now, I guess because people are looking, other phone manufacturers are looking at, hey, if other people can come out with a very expensive price and still sell their phones, then why not? Right. So that could be one of the things to I agree with you, YouTube user. I was shocked to see the price for the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro was also. Yeah. Mike Casper says, yeah, 2020 is a very strange year. People are forced to stay at home. New iPhone is cheaper than OnePlus. There's a two sides of a coin to it, Mike, in terms of why is it cheaper. Like a lot of people would argue to say that, because it's using the iPhone 8 parts, which is exactly how it looks. You change the logo slightly, the kabawa, that's about it. But for me, iPhone, I mean, Apple has always been smart when it comes to the marketing stuff. Like for example, like I the whole floating keyboard kind of thing, that is kind of cool. Although like there's a lot of other companies like Folio and all already created something like that. I only watch the review for two people currently only. In case you guys are wondering, who do I watch on YouTube a lot? Other than I will watch a lot of local content because I like to see how our local creators are. But internationally, I currently only watch three people. Peter McKinnon, I'm sure you guys know the fella, my MKBHD, and also this guy. Now, I'm actually gonna. This is, of course, he did not pay me to promote because he doesn't need to promote. This guy, Caleb Pike. He is this channel called DSLR Video Shooter. Watching his videos has taught me a lot about cameras. Taught me a lot of black magic pockets in my camera. So I watch his videos a lot. This video is very interesting. This 10 years, he's been in YouTube for 10 years. And he actually talks about what exactly he has learned about, like how what he does when it comes to the money situation, how he manages his money when it comes to everything else. And for me, I think when I watch reviews, I only watch few of them. So I watch Peter McKinnon's and also Marcus Brownlee. Marcus Brownlee goes a bit more technical. Peter McKinnon always reviews his items based on a real time usage. So when I do reviews, just say for example, I watch Peter and I watch Marcus Brownlee, I'll combine both because I like to come up with reviews based on a layman person using and also some technical specs for those really hardcore tech fans lah. Okay. Um, Hashtag black lover for iPhone SE. Okay. Yeah, actually, it's not bad though. The black color is actually kind of cool. Kind of nice too. But just for the sake of having a red color phone, I wouldn't mind the product red also lah. But look at the price lah. It's like 64 gig is 2,000. Still not bad. But right now everything is in the cloud, so it's fine. Look at it. 256 is like 2699. Still expensive if you ask me, but it's quite funny lah. But yeah, I mean, still cheap for an iPhone. Mohammed Hamad, hi Adam. This is a bit a long one. You consider upgrading your desk setup. Why not consider Hackintosh? Uh, because 4999 is hefty amount to pay for a desktop. I don't have a Hackintosh. Two reasons. Main reason because it's illegal. I don't support illegal stuff, no matter how. So for me, that would be one of the reasons why. I know, like you don't have police busting over to your place and check. Oh, you're using a Hackintosh? No, it's still illegal technically to a certain point, but still that's not one of the main reasons. Another reason is because of reliability. When you buy, like for example, like would you buy a car which has like all the shell of a Mercedes or a BMW, or would you just one shot just buy a BMW knowing the fact that it won't give you issues? I don't want to one day turn on my computer, I need to do an edit of video, and then the flight does not turn on because sadly I know my CPU is not compatible. So that's the reason why I am not going to Hackintosh. I was very close, I have to be honest. I mean, people are close to me know that I was very close to having a Hackintosh. But I think that my next purchase is going to get the MacBook Pro 16 inch because of the fact that I need the portability, not as frequent, but sometimes when if I'm traveling, I can actually edit on the go. And even like yesterday, I was whole day out. I mean, I'm out from the studio, and if I did not have my laptop, I couldn't do my edits. So I think I might go with that, and then that's the reason why I don't go for Hackintosh because of the fact that reliability. I don't want to one day turn on my computer and find out that, oh, suddenly I know why my Final Cut Pro can't load up because of the GPU has some issues. So reliability is the first thing. That's why I would just, no matter how I know ridiculously expensive Mac products are, but I will buy it because of reliability, and that's the reason why lah. So hope that answers your question, Hamad. Alex Lai says plan to buy it second-hand device for the experience for the iOS. Yeah, you should. I always recommend people buying second-hand phones because for me, it's like you don't need a brand new phone. Yeah, make sure you just check the guy's background whether or not everything is legit and just buy it. Carousel has been pretty okay with me in terms of my experience with the people over there buying and selling, but Muda has been mixed feelings sometimes. So yeah. Casper Beach D Vate says, is the OnePlus 70 still worth it, especially now the price gonna drop? Yes, I totally agree. The OnePlus 70, if like one of my production guys from Shopee, his name is Edmund Sim, a very dear friend to me as well, and he was asking because he was actually coming from the OnePlus 60, and he told me that whether he should go with the OnePlus 70, looking at the price for the OnePlus 8 Pro, and I'm like, yeah, you should. So yes, Casper, that's your answer. Alex, I want to ask you about Qualcomm aptX and LDAC have any difference? Not so much of a difference. LDAC is high quality audio. aptX is aptX is actually it's just two separate companies. In terms of really knowing a difference, you'd really need to have like high quality preamps for you to really know the difference. But if you have either or, it's fine. Qualcomm aptX or aptX usually is available a bit more generally for a lot of devices as opposed to LDAC. LDAC is usually a bit more on the high end side, but as a regular user who is not a hardcore audiophile, you won't really tell the difference lah. So that's your answer, Alex. Right? DS87. Frankly, for me, it's great that if you're doing this live stream under such social distancing time, it's nice to have a certain level of socializing about digitally. Okay, but like I said, DS87, it all comes down to the engagement. The more I get a good response from my live stream, the more I'll do this. But if I see there's a drop in terms of the views and all, then I might as well take time to do a bit more videos. But I know a lot of people enjoy this. I got a lot of people, great people like you who's actually coming back as well. um let me see. uh Alamak, I terpergi depan sikit, sorry. Dasarian Amorg. Wow, I wonder where you're from. Hey, back to you. Thank you. Alex Lai says One UI is great and Oppo ColorOS 7 is the biggest improvements in the Oppo ColorOS. I agree. Although I did not review previous Oppo devices, but thanks to Shopee Live, I did like the unboxing for the F11 Pro, the Reno. I tried that, and yes, ColorOS has improved. Well, again, the screen is just amazing, Alex. I tell you. Iro Winden says, can you review the Huawei Nova 5T? Okay, you know what? I'll talk to Huawei about this to see whether they can pass me the device, and I will try to review that, Iro. So thanks for the request. Alvin A says you should join as a guest on Viper. What is that? The man about tech live stream on Friday, Vibe Live. Flossie might join him again this Friday. I mean, I don't join a lot of tech live streams because I always use because I am really, 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 really busy. Like after this is done, I have another live stream to join, not to watch, but to be part of the live stream. And then after that, it's not sleeping for me. I have to like edit the. I just finished my front facing shot for this because this is going to be my next video. The Honor Magic Book. It's a really good laptop during my first impressions. So after this, I'm going to edit this video, and then tomorrow morning I have rehearsals for the Vivo V19 launch on Thursday, and I mean, no, is it tomorrow? Tomorrow's what day? Tomorrow's Thursday. Oh my God, it's tomorrow. So yeah, I have to edit, so I can't join. But thanks for the recommendation, Alvin A. Maybe I might do that when I do my when if I have any time. But I think Friday I have a I have a late night stream with Shopee Live. I think at 11 o'clock. Good. Hello, Sako plus hello, you're the man. Oh, thank you, Sako. So kind of you for calling me the man. I mean, for me, I just do what I can do. Alvin A, cheers from Norway. Hello, my friend, all the way from Norway. Nice. My one of my best friends is actually staying in Norway. His name is Aaron Jude. I miss the fella dearly. He got married to a Norwegian wife, and he has two kids. And I'm supposed to go to Norway actually because when I went to Barcelona with Huawei recently for their latest one where MWC used to happen in Barcelona, but that did not happen. But I still went with Huawei. I was supposed to go from Barcelona go to Norway, and that did not happen. So hopefully I'll be going to Norway, after this whole entire thing is done, Mio Afik says hello. Hi, Mio. Nice to see you. And then Mr. Brau Pawa says, is the Samsung S20 Ultra better in the combination of a... That is hard to answer. Okay, so Mr. Bravo Papa says, is Samsung S20 Ultra better than the combination of Huawei P40 and OnePlus 7 Pro? Of course, the combination of the Huawei P40 and the OnePlus 7 Pro is good. How do you combine them, buddy? So I don't think that is fair for you to make that kind of comparison. Again, if you want to compare the Samsung S20 Ultra, you need to compare it with Huawei P40 Plus, Pro Plus. You should not compare it with any others. So yeah. Arrow Winston is that he is the best reviewer. He has no favoritism, therefore he isn't biased. That makes him best reviewer of my book. Thank you, Iro. I mean, so Iro says that I'm the best reviewer in his point of view. Says that I'm not biased. The thing is, like I said, the reason why I'm not biased is because I quit my day job to do this. I'm not forcing myself to do this. And for me, I do think as it is, and I believe that if I'm gonna be biased towards, maybe I'm a bit biased towards what I like, but if I am disappointed with something, I will mention about it. Like for example, I didn't like the fact that the MatePad Pro did not come with a headphones jack. For me, I like the MediaPad M6 like with the headphones jack. And if you watch my videos, I said to my surprise, it did not come with a headphones jack. Didn't I say that in my video? Maybe I'm not kutoking and say, oh my God, does not come with a headphones jack. I don't like reviewing like that. I like to mention about it. And I was also a bit taken away from the fact that why did not all have at least a 90 hertz screen refresh rate, because the iPad Pro has a high refresh rate. So So I did mention that in my review, right? So for me, I have to be honest in terms of my reviews. Otherwise, what's the point? I quit my day job and do this, right? So thank you anyway, Iro, for being very kind to say that, you love my reviews. I totally appreciate it. DC Tech HDC, how is it, Adam? The new line of Samsung Galaxy A series announced yet? Um, I have no idea, DC Tech HD, in terms of the new Samsung Galaxy A series just of yet. As soon as I get my info on that, I don't really look into rumors and leaks. A lot of people like it. I used to do that, but sometimes I feel like I rather know, especially like how like Xiaomi has your Chinese version of the songs, Chinese versions of the review. I mean the phones release and then they do the global version. I don't even bother about the Chinese version because I concentrate only for the global version. So similar to all these announcements, as soon as I have a real solid announcement in terms of the Samsung Galaxy A series, then I will actually review that as well. Lah. Okay, so that's your answer, DC Tech HD. Brahmadev Sukumaran, sir, Huawei MateBook laptop best performance. I haven't touched it. We all know that Huawei's sister company is Honor. So, based on what I've had with my first impressions with the Honor Magic Book, I think it's good. And the Magic Book is also cheaper than the Huawei's MateBook laptop. Dari segi performance, I belum lagi really test it out yet. So, I wouldn't say lah. So I myself do not know how is the performance because again I haven't reviewed it. But great question. Hopefully, if I get, and this is going to be a first ever review for laptops anyway. So yeah. Nothing interesting. Yes, I'm finally here. Yes, nice to see you here. His name is Nothing Interesting. I love this fella. Almost missed. Yeah, I'm still here. I think this time around I'll stop at 10 p.m., which is another 15 more minutes. I'll answer all the questions. I see the scroll bar is not as heavy as how it was in the last 2 weeks. So that's why I'm taking my time to answer your questions and then I'll go off. Lah. Iro Winston is back with this question. Do you think that there will be an iPhone SE 2020 plus? I don't think so. I think the next thing they're going to consider is, of course, the next generation flagship for iPhone. So I don't think they're going to have iPhone SE 2020 plus. If they're going to do so, what they're going to do? Are they going to use what kind of body and stuff? So I think it's smart that they just left iPhone SE at this. A lot of people are disappointed the fact that why is the screen not as small as the previous SE? I guess now small screens may be a bit harder for people to get used to. I don't think so, but I'm not controlling Apple, but just in my personal tech opinion, I think no. Muhil Elite, hey man, I made it. I guess I got a full marks for my presentation. All thanks to my determination to make it here. How's your family and friends' reaction when you started a channel? Compared to you, Muhil, I'm actually old enough to not really think of the families and the friends' reaction when you started a YouTube channel. So for me, I find that question a bit doesn't fit with me because I had my day job and I quit my day job in order to do YouTube full time. And since I am an independent guy, which I wouldn't say I wouldn't care, but I don't see a reason why would there be a reaction from my family and friends when I started a channel because I started 3 years ago and I was still working. So I think that question refers more to someone who's studying or someone is as young as you, Muhil, which for me, it's not relevant for me because, like I said, I'm an old guy, literally with my hair white color and all. But I don't think that refers so much to me in terms of how was the reaction from the family and friends for this question. DS87 S20 performance disparity between Exynos versus Snapdragon. Basically, Exynos variant phones is worse when it comes to heating issues and yet selling same price. So DS87, when it comes to Exynos versus Snapdragon, in my personal humble opinion, when I review the phones, battery optimization for the Snapdragon is very good. Heating issues, the thing about heating issues, I haven't gone through it with the S20 Ultra yet because I tested as my daily driver. I used the phone when I was in Barcelona as my daily phone. For the S20 Plus, I just, plan to review it and So far, it was maybe they were off and on heating issues, but if it goes extreme, I'm definitely gonna come out with a video about it. But currently, in terms of why they sell the same price, it is within your same nano or your NM chipset. So I guess they can. Whether or not it performs better and all, I don't think it's a hardware issue. Maybe it's a hardware to software optimization issue. And I think for me, the only difference I would say is the battery optimization based on my Tesla. Ismail Mazlan says, do you think mid-range Android phone is more than enough? Yes, absolutely. You don't need a flagship. I use a flagship is because I just want to. Whether I can live with a mid-range phone, I can totally live a mid-range phone because when I review smartphones, I review smartphones for 2 weeks plus, and I can live with a mid-range phone. I have no issues. It's just that I have a choice. It's like me using a camera. Like for example, like, do I need a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera 6K for YouTube? No. I can use a smartphone for YouTube. I can use any camera, but do I need it? No. Do I want it? Yeah, I just want it. I just want to buy a 6K camera for me to crop in post, for me to do some, like some nice reframing and stuff. So, yes, I think it's way much more enough. Save your money and do something else with the money. Yeah. YouTube uses buy. See you on Shopee Live tomorrow. Oh yes, thank you. I no, I'm not live on Shopee Live tomorrow. I'm live on Friday instead because tomorrow I'm on Vivo instead lah. Uh, wow, okay. Okay, didn't like. Do you consider to make a review of a smartphone, iPhone SE in the near future? Yeah, if I get my hands on a smartphone, which I hope that I don't like get it like so late lah. I don't know when is Apple.com.my is going to have the phone in their hands. If the sooner they have it in the store, the sooner I can buy it. But yeah, I'm looking to review the phone lah. I'm serious. I want to buy it. It's very rare that I want to buy a smartphone, and of course, it is cheap lah. It's not like iPad punya price, so I don't mind buying that smartphone because I also haven't like my last smartphone which I test from iPhone was the iPhone 11 Pro, not the Max version, which I've gave my thoughts on that. But yeah, I would definitely review the iPhone SE as soon as it's available here in Malaysia. Amzaz Official. Hi, Adam. Back to watch your live. Hello, Amzaz Official. Another old-time subscriber here in the channel. Kai Sheng Yap 05. Oh, this is the number one question a lot of people like to ask me. Is the Mate 30 Pro still runs Google apps fine? No. Done. Guys, I think anyone who wants to use a Huawei device has to live without Google Play services. If you all cannot, and if you're going to constantly go online and look for a way to fix, again, I've mentioned this in my previous live session, I am not going to do a review or a video on how to install Google Play services for the P40 Pro, for the MatePad Pro, and so on. Only if there is maybe like official news that Google is back, then it's fine. I don't think I'm going to do it because again, I'm not a tutorial channel. I'm a bit more on. I mean, I'm more of a review channel, and unfortunately for me, I got very good reviews on Adam Lobo TV's views for that particular video, and it bite me in my butt because a lot of people now think that I am the guy to install Google Play services for all the Huawei phones. Huawei's app gallery is not perfect, but it is going there. Just be patient, it's fine. If you all cannot wait, cannot live without Google Play services, then like for example, like close friends, like for example Xiaomi. I remember when we released a video yesterday. Was it yesterday or Monday? On Monday, and she actually messaged me and said, "No, I cannot live without Google." Yeah, fine. So to me, it's like as long as you cannot live without it, then it's fine. You don't have to live without it. And there's so many other smartphones of choice for you guys to choose. You can choose Oppo, Honor, Vivo's, every other phones, right? So yeah. Um, keep his channel. Oh, I love Caleb. He's been following few years now. Good stuff. Love his understated style videos. Yeah, Caleb has his own style, and he has taught me a lot for the Blackmagic camera. He has taught me. He had helped me make a purchase decision of getting my first ever camera, which is the Panasonic GH4. And eventually, I went into the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K and 4K. 4K first, then the 6K lah, because I love. Once you use Blackmagic, once you see the raw, you cannot go back lah, bro. Trust me. Nothing's interesting is asking a question. Thank you. By the way, what should I upgrade from P20? Still using P20 in 2020, but sometimes it's lagging. Been thinking to buy the P30, not Pro because it's compact. Again, if you can live without the Google Play services, then go with the P30. But P30 still got Google Play services. So I guess it's fine. You go with the P30, non Pro. I agree. Suari Richie, hello, my musician friend. Hi, bro. Join here for a second time. Yes, I know, bro. I love you lah, bro. Orang Sabah memang bagus ni. So thank you so much for joining me over here. And then Brahma Dev Sukumaran says, Sir, Huawei MateBook laptop performance, they okay untuk editing. I haven't, like I said, I haven't got my hands on a device, so I belum tahu lagi whether or not I can. I don't give comments based on items which I haven't reviewed. So I'm so sorry. I would love to answer the question. If Huawei sends me their MateBook laptop, I might do it. I'm not sure because again, I'm not so much concentrated on doing laptop videos because in this YouTube space, you need to really narrow your niche because the more you expand to different kinds of stuff, the YouTube algorithm will come up and bite you in the butt. You'll be like, what are you doing, bro? You need to stick to one thing. So yeah, it's hard to come out with a variety content. But you know what? If I ever get my hands on it, I'll try a laptop performance to see for editing, video editing and stuff to see whether it's okay. Yeah. Muil Elites is what's your expectations when you started this channel? I mean, when you posted your first video, absolutely no expectations. So hope that answers your answer. Again, when I went in to do YouTube videos, I think Muhil, you also asked me in terms of monetization. I think Muhil, when you start off video, you should not think of money. If you're gonna do YouTube for the sake of money, then you should not do YouTube at all. When you are starting off, you are currently at I think about 1,000 subscribers. Not to say I'm a pro at YouTube, but I feel that at 1,000 subscribers, like someone like Kipi's channel who's doing very good content, he's concentrated on the content. Concentrate on your content and grow. Don't think of money at all. Just considering content, like Kipi's channel is amazing. His content is very valuable. So like for example, like let me go over here so you can see like his type of videos and look at his the type of stuff that he does is very valuable when it comes to like the typical users. So my point is that not to say that I'm saying that your content is not valuable, but what I'm saying is that concentrate on the content first, then you think about you want to make money and all. Again, Muhil, you're a young boy, you got so much life ahead of you compared to people like Kipi and I who are old. And for me, don't have expectations, don't do it for the money, just do it for the love of creating videos. Don't stress about views. I also sometimes stress about views, but again, because this is my main thing, this is my main job, so I guess I have the license to be stressed about it, because if I don't get proper views, then I can't as a content creator, it feels like, how are you going to go and fish for clients to create videos? But again, Muhil, again, like I mentioned so many times, don't think about money. Concentrate on creating a better craft. Eventually, money will come in, and whatever expectations, like I said, again, you got 1,000 over subscribers, your your views and average 100 views is actually very, very good. Stop overthinking and just do and concentrate coming out new videos, and you'll be fine. Okay. Muhammad, what about the 16 by 9 5K display on the iMac Pro? You said that you could use it for 16 by 9 display using ultra wide. By the way, oh, okay. So Muhammad is asking in terms of the Hackintosh thing, lah. Um, I I can't do. Ever since I got an ultra wide, my Final Cut Pro timeline goes all the way to the side. I don't think I can go back to a 16 by 9. So that is one thing. I know there's a lot of AMD GPUs support Mac OS fully, but again, there's so many chances. I have friends which I can't announce their name here. I have friends who have built their Hackintosh, and there are occasional issues. This is my main job. And if I'm going to actually earn money from my main job, I might as well invest in something which is fully compatible, fully reliable, and fully legal. Okay, so hope that answers your question, Hamad. JSL says hello. Hello, JSL. Thank you. JS Low says, good day. Can we have a tutorial? There. Baru cakap. Let me drink my water. Okay, I need to drink water here. JS Low says, good day, Adam. Can we have a tutorial on Huawei's MatePad Pro installing GMS? And oh no. I'm not going to do that. Sorry. Yeah. Again, I'm not a tutorial channel. I am a tech review channel. If you subscribe to me because you're waiting for a tutorial, unfortunately, it is not going to come. So if you want to unsubscribe, I can totally understand. I won't have any ill feelings towards you. Yeah. Thank you, JS Low, for your question. Akram the Great. Banyak skip episode The Walking Dead macam hilang minat. Last episode tengok mission. Okay. So the thing is that maybe because I'm a fan of Negan, I know that the last season started a bit slow, but because I love Negan, as I stayed on all the way. La. So, I mean, for me, Negan is there. La. Rick was there, but you know what happened. But yeah. So, yes, thanks for letting me know, Akram. I love the Walking Dead talks that we have. Uh, JSL, yes, agreed with JS Low. So, JSL, like I said, if you agree with JS Low, I said I'm not going to do a installation on tutorial on Huawei MatePad Pro. First of all, I can't get it to be done because it's just too much of work. Especially now, it's even harder to get it. I'm not a tutorial channel. I'm a review channel. Yeah, like I said, that is what I do here on YouTube. Super South says, "Hello, friend. Hello, back to you, my friend. Is there a way? Let me see. Huh? M God 212 says, is there a way to order from new EGG to KL? I don't understand that question. Nas 83. Oh, lama tak jumpa. Hi, bro. Back to you. JSL says, love your setup. Thank you, bro. I think in case you haven't seen my desk setup video, I did a full desk setup about what is the exact laptop I use, what do I have on my desktop. The only thing changed is actually this. I think I'm going to show this to you all. I've been using the Apple Magic Mouse, but I changed it to the Logitech MX Master because of the thumb wheel scrolling here. So that is something whereby I change. I've also changed when it comes to so this one I kind of do it with zoom in, zoom out on Final Cut Pro. I scroll this for my timeline. Here is my cut button, and here is my delete button in my left and right. So this has helped me a bit more. That's why I'm not wearing that thing now because it's not perfect, but it is still there lah. So yeah. So that's the only thing changed from my desk setup as opposed to my previous video. NAS83 says iPhone SE 2020 Stimulus Edition. Uh, I will review it as soon as I can get my hands on it, Nas. So yeah. Kippy's channel asked me, by the way, is the studio at home or or do you travel to get to your studio? That's a very good question. I travel to go to the studio, but there are some of the days where I stay in the studio. I have a small little place which I call a sleeping pod. It's literally one queen size metal done. So days like today, I'll stay in the studio because it makes more sense because I have another live stream coming up at 11 p.m. with my friend Jiggy John. Then after I've got editing to do, so I'll sleep in the studio. So yeah, so it's not really a home per se. So I do stay here most of the time, and whatever when it comes to Adam Lobo TV or Shopee Live, I'll do it here. I don't do it at home because I always leave my personal stuff out of social media. So you cannot see like my how my younger brothers look like. You cannot see how my mom looks like because I plan to keep the family, everything very personal, and I don't like to share those kind of things. I It's just me. Some people don't mind. Like for example, like Matty from who's Peter McKinnon's best friend. He don't mind having his cute little Kai showing to the world. But you can see Peter McKinnon, for example, like he shows a video of his kids, but it doesn't show the face. You know, so it all depends on the people's personality and what they want to do. So yeah, that's the reason why. So some people even ask me, hey, do you even eat? Because I don't show Instagram stories apa yang saya makan. Takkan I nak report semua benda, right? So to me, yeah, I eat like a normal human being. I work out every single day. I don't show workout videos because I'm not a fitness trainer. But yeah, good question. I know I tend to go very far when it comes to my answers. Like that's Adam Lobo punya style. So that's your answer, Kippy. Kadir Hairuddin, you never walk alone. I miss Liverpool FC a lot. Recommended a Windows laptop around 5K. Hmm. I don't use Windows laptop for my day-to-day usage. I use a MacBook Pro for my laptop, but I've used two. If I had to based on what I've reviewed just recently, that means I haven't done a full video review, but I've tested out. Is actually the Acer Helios 300. That's actually quite good. I think it's about the price range of three ish, if I'm not mistaken. So I would recommend that. Make sure you check that out. Muhammad Hamad is back with his Hackintosh lah. It's fine with you. You could look up how Hackintosh on Tech Labs all. Hamad, I don't have the time to go and do all this kind of stuff. I got no time to go and make every part and make sure everything works and all. I have really little time to do all this kind of stuff. If I'm gonna buy uh, a PC, I'm gonna want to make sure that it works without me troubleshooting and all. And a lot of people is close to me know I'm a very, very impatient guy. When I see something which I've spent my money on and it does not work, I get very, very annoyed. So, although I'm a tech lover, but if the tech does not work, I get very frustrated. So, I'm not gonna look into tech labs and find out which GPU works and all. I just don't have that kind of time. I have lots of items for me to pending to do, Hamad. So as much as you are trying to convince me to look into the Hackintosh system, I'm not going to do it because I just mentioned about reliability and the time that I spent. I might as well just invest a bit more money and get something which definitely works, my friend. Dean want to know if you can build a phone. What kind of phone would you build and what would you name it? Ooh, that's a very good question. If I had a giveaway, I will give you another because it's a very good question. I like Oppo skin. I mean Oppo screen currently. EMUI battery optimization. One UI Android skin, or maybe Oxygen OS skin lah, because still should. Form factor like the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, and camera a combination of Huawei's P40. The front camera is quite chun. The rear camera, maybe one lens stick from Vivo because Vivo has quite nice high resolution camera, and also the 108 megapixel sensor either from the from Xiaomi or even the Samsung. What I would name it, I don't know lah. Maybe like Omega Red or something. I don't know. But good question. Oh, that's an interesting thing. That's a very nice question. I like the question.
I
Thank you.
found a few money transfer services near you.
Okay, lah. Google started decided to talk to me. So good question, Dean. Amar Rahimi. Hello, brother Amar. Sudah lama tak jumpa. Your kids are so cute lah. Alex Lai, Huawei MateBook D Magic, same spec if I'm not mistaken. Magic Book and MateBook D. Yeah, it's actually within the same. It is actually the sister company. Good point, Alex Lai. It is 1 hour 7 minutes already. Muhammad Hamad said, for which you can use. Hamad is still trying to make me use a Hackintosh. I think I would. I'm just going to leave it at that. Alex Lai, is it possible to launch the iPhone SE Plus? Is it possible to come out with I don't think lah, Alex. I think that they're just going to stick to iPhone SE. I think lah. I'm not a leaker. I'm not John Prosser, who's a man when it comes to leaking iPhone stuff. But I think that they're going to move on from there. They got so many other products from there lah. Okay. Azrain Alaman, thank you for the last 8-10 minute review. Hey, sama Azrain, I remember you asked me question pasal yang USB-C kan. So here's the cable yang I ada. Oh, yang ni USB-C to USB-C pula. So this is the cable which I use. You don't have to use this, but I like to use Orki cable because it has a built-in like a Velcro cable management for me to cable manage this. And I use that for to connect the A10 mini for the USB-A to USB-C lah. So it's the same one, yeah. And thank you so much for joining me, Azrain. I truly appreciate it. Muhil asks, do you think OnePlus are going to come back with a flagship to oppose the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra? Currently, OnePlus 8 Pro is their flagship. So, like I said, I think the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra is on a league on its own because there's no smartphone can record up to 8K resolution. So, I think everybody needs to put the Ultra separate because it is a very high-end phone that should be compared with the P40 Pro Plus, for example, not OnePlus. OnePlus is nowhere near when it comes to the specs. And compared to what Samsung S20 Ultra can do. Ahmad Rahimi, it's been a while since I see you do smart home video. Perhaps can you see the upcoming videos? I'll think about it, Mr. Amar. I know you love my smart home stuff dari dulu. You are one of the very, very few people who supported me when I first started. Amar is actually my colleague and also friend back in Astro, and he was there when I first ever wanted to come out a YouTube channel. He's always there supporting me, and he still supports me till today. So yeah. Which one in there? Okay. JSL says so. Amar, back on your question. I ada yang flick flip smart hub yang the smart button tu kan. Me plan because they send it to me for free. I plan to review that to see how is that, because just to show appreciation because they send it over to me lah. So I might do lah. Other than that, I might do like a smart home tour here in the studio to show, like for example, like when I turn on the Adam Lobo TV lights dan sebagainya. Mungkin I akan buat lama kalau ada time ya. JSL says, I love the MediaPad M6 for its price and performance. It also includes a 3.5 headphones jack, but the MatePad Pro just too recent, with a smaller bezels, really caught my attention. Yeah, so that's why I did a comparison video to help people like you, JSL, to make a purchase decision on that lah. Some people prefer the MediaPad M6 because of the price and they don't mind it. Some people like for example, there's a guy named Vincent Lee. He has the Mate XS. So he having the item that purchase itself shows how serious of a user he is, and he wants the MatePad Pro, which he already ordered because you can do like the screen collaboration and stuff to use both devices together. So yeah, I think it's quite good in terms of what you want to do lah. Vignesh Warren Ragisari, hi bro, good evening. Do you have any idea of doing a video that we can transfer WhatsApp message from GMS to Huawei, since WhatsApp will back up on G Drive? I don't plan to do a video, my friend, but what I understand is that there is video online which shows that I think roughly you need to do phone clone, but you need to turn off the WhatsApp backup from G Drive to never. Only then you can do the backup directly for all the WhatsApp messages. Again, I'm not a tutorial channel, so I'm not going to do a video specifically on how to do that, because it will take a lot of time and a lot of effort just doing something like that. And again, YouTube's algorithm thinks that I don't want them to think that I am a tutorial channel, so I'm not going to do a review on that. But there are videos which actually show that. But based on my knowledge on what I saw recently, is I think you have to go to the old device, make sure that you do backup never, and then after you use phone clone, everything will come out over there lah. Kai Shen Yap says, "What phone am I using currently? I'm using the S20 Plus. I'm testing the review unit. This is a review unit. I'm actually using this. Tomorrow, I'm going to start using the P40 Pro as my daily driver. So I change the smartphones very often just to make sure. So I'm not commenting yet on the S20 Plus because I am going to do a review video about it. I might do a comparison video, so stay tuned for that. Yeah. Then Alex, like Mi 9 is the last flagship killer, but Mi 10 is target a high-end smartphone market. I wouldn't necessarily say that when they target smartphone market lah. I just feel like, why should they just increase their price and then immediately, oh, the reason why we increase our price is because we are flagship now. That's not a good excuse. If you can stick to the same price, just stick to the same price, because again, it's not about always the innovation. The number one way to sell a smartphone, in my humble opinion, is compromise. Everything is all about compromise, and that's why the iPhone SE is going to sell like hotcakes. Trust me, that will be the next highest selling phone. No matter how you all say it about how, oh, it looks like an iPhone 8, it will sell properly. Trust me. Mark my word. I said it on the 22nd of April, right? 2020. Alex Rai says Snapdragon is best overall for battery performance. I totally agree. Alex says, will I review the Black Shark 3 gaming phone? I didn't even review the Black Shark 2 because Black Shark is different management than Xiaomi. Hopefully, I get my hands on it. But if I do, means I'll definitely review. The upcoming Elvin is the upcoming LG Velvet looks stunning. I got to buy it, even though it looks. I never had my hands on any LG devices except for my Purica, which is amazing, and also TV. But yeah, if I have my hands on it, I'll definitely do it. Peter, a part MRX. I've been following you, silent follower, since 2016. Wow. 17, I think 2017. I didn't start 2016. I start in November 2017. I think your YouTube algorithm is not fair to you, lah, bro. Your product high quality but rarely appear on my YouTube page. Does not give up. Don't give up, bro. Thanks, Pat. I appreciate you being a silent follower. Hopefully nowadays you don't be a silent follower. Yeah. Um, I wouldn't say whether or not they are being fair or not fair, but it is true because of the tutorial video I did. Huawei pula. The Huawei one, the Mate 30 Pro, how to install Google Play services, has made YouTube think that I'm a tutorial website, tutorial. So whenever I release review videos, it eventually bite me in the butt, whereby like they don't push it to a lot of users, thinking that this is not what Adam Lobo's famous video is based on. Board, because right now that video is getting very good views. So there's two ways of looking at it. If I want to get views, I create another tutorial video about how to install GMS on the MatePad Pro. Whoa, confirm I get views. How to install into the P40 Pro, confirm I get views. But that will naturally, long term, will kill the channel, because if I were to review anything else, the views will go low. So, like for example, my next video will be, actually my next video will not be this. My next video will be the Vivo V90, because it's launching tomorrow. So tomorrow, that's the video coming out. So I hope that video does well, because that phone is a really, really good phone. Not because I'm actually invited by them. I've used the Vivo V19 for 3 weeks during the MCO, and I didn't felt like I wanted to change it back to a flagship. I'm not kidding. So that video is coming out tomorrow. I hope you guys watch that video, because it is not a tutorial video. It is a review video, and it has nothing to do with tablet or even Huawei devices. So I hope that the YouTube algorithm does not be biased in terms of the brand itself, because it's not good. So I don't plan to do any tutorial anymore. Okay. And thanks anyway, Pat, man. Xiaomi Neo is still here. Thank you so much for still being here. How are you enjoying Money High so far? Well, I was enjoying until two people decided to spoil it for me. I'm at season three ish. You know what's funny? A lot of people, like for example, told me that the first two season is boring ish. Then the 3 and 4 is more chunla. But I haven't had my liking on season 3 yet, especially with the new introduction of characters, the additional characters. I'm not going to say who's gone or whatever, because some people haven't watched, so I'm not going to say that. But so far, okay. The song is stuck to my head. The Bella Ciao is just on my head. Like today, like whole day, I was just listening to it. I even cardioed on it, Shamin, believe it or not. Um, it's okay. I still am a huge fan of Berlin, my favorite character. I just like his passion and how he is a bit like straight headed, and also at the same time is very loving character, I guess. It kind of reminds me of Negan in a sort of way if you watch Walking Dead, but so far it's okay. I think, I don't know. I actually wanted to watch it earlier in between my shoot, but I did not have time. Hopefully, I can watch it later, at least one episode before I fan kau lah. So yes, thank you, Shamin, for the question. I appreciate it. JSL says, I'm still using the Huawei Mate 10, and thankfully it comes with Google Play services. Yeah, if it works for you, it's fine. Iro Winston says, can you recommend one phone under 100 USD? Hey, Google, what's 100 USD to Malaysian ringgit?
$100 equals 436 Malaysian ringgit and 20 cents.
400 ringgit Malaysia. I can't recommend any smartphone within that price. Try to go maybe like 799-ish or 1,000. Then you can go with Xiaomi or Vivo phones or Honor phones. Like Vivo lah. For me, my bet is on Vivo. Try to get phones from Vivo. JSL say, I'm Sabah too. Oh, nice. Orang Sabah ni. Dari mana? Dari KK ke? Dari Papar? Dari mana ni? Jade, that is Jin Xiong Chong. Is that my brother Jin? Macam, I think like it's Jin Xiong, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, lah, brother Jin. Nice to see you, man. Skelly says, Adam, what do you think? There's no more stock for Mi 90 Pro in the UK. There's only the non-pro version. Do you think it's because of COVID-19? I don't know. I don't control the stock in the UK. I wouldn't know. But for the Mi 90, I did a video about the comparison between Mi 90 Pro and also the Mi 90. Both phones are great. It all depends on what exactly you want. So, yeah. I'm not sure about the stock in the UK, my friend. So since I don't stay in the UK, I would love to. Yeah. Din Lights 22. I remember my flagship cost around $600 to $700 years ago. How time has changed today with a $1,000 smartphone. I totally agree with you, Din Light. It's just getting ridiculous. Even like last time, the Samsung Galaxy Note 2, which is my first ever Note, it was like what, 1,400 ringgit? Now see lah, how flagship has just gone mad. So DS87, very good question. He asked, do I like any songs from Rammstein? Rammstein, yes, ich will. I actually can sing Sonne from Rammstein. I covered Kein Lust from Rammstein. I can sing in German, not because I understand German, but I'm a huge fan of Rammstein. Very good question. I love this kind of questions. Very unique. I like this. Sometimes it's non-tech questions like Shamin and now DS87 and Dean earlier asked me. It's quite interesting. So yes, I'm a huge fan of Rammstein. I love Rammstein. Some of the songs people go like, "Why do you like the songs?" I love Rammstein. It's not Rammstein. 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 I love Rammstein. Yeah. Alex Lai says, "Will you review the wireless earbuds? Recently saw a Tronsmart Onyx. I have a bunch of wireless earbuds from Edifier. Yes, I am planning to review more wireless earbuds really soon. Jin, I think this is my brother Jin. Yeah. Keeping the beard, man, looks like MCU is getting to you, bro. I I never used a comb. I never bought a comb. I had to get a comb, not for my hair, for my beard. See? Because I need to make this fella look a bit more decent. Lah. Yeah. I'm getting a machine to trim my beard. Lah. This is getting ridiculous. So yes, Jin, nice to see you. If you are the same brother, Jin, let me know at the comment section below because I would love to know whether it's you. Lah. Kur Magpa says, sir, when will review Realme 6? Realme 6 is scheduled to release early May. Then I'll do a review video of that. Yeah. So that's what I heard. I don't know the exact date, but yeah. Ismi Yaya is back. Hello, what's up? Don't get notification from YouTube. There. YouTube. Thanks, Ismi, for letting me know. But yeah. Henry Walla says, Adam, how is Money Heist? Enjoying it? I love season 1, season 2. A lot of people say it's slow, but I love the character development from there. I'm not a fan of Arturo. I feel like punching the fella in the face. But it's nice. It takes a lot. It takes a lot for me to get interested because I get bored very easily. So the fact that I'm watching Money Heist season 3, that's actually a good thing. So I'm actually only at season 3. Just started season 3, and so far it's okay. It's good because I'm watching it. So that's important, lah. Alex Lai say, is your desktop using MacBook Thunderbolt to connect to your monitor, right? Yeah, because the MacBook Pro comes with Thunderbolt cable, so I'm using the same cable which comes with the LG ultra wide one, lah. Okay, I think I'll answer a few more questions and then I'll go off. Your questions are almost done anyway. So if Muhammad Hamad is back, if you can't go back to a 6.9 display, do consider the Mac Pro base model over the iMac Pro, as it does not come with a display which be waste on your case. Just my effort to help. Yeah, that I agree with you, Hamad. I might look into that, but again, that is like Malaysian ringgit, like 20,000 ringgit to a Mac Pro, which is base model. That's why, and then I can't bring it around, right? So for me, although I edit most of the time at the studio, by having the option to edit on the go, because I actually in the midst of trying to get like there's a small little gray color thing here. I have my own NVMe SSD to connect. I'm gonna try first time to see how fast it is. So if I have a Mac Pro, so that could be my so-called on-the-go kind of thing. So hopefully that works. But yeah, I agree with you, Hamad, this time in terms of that would be a better investment compared to getting an iMac Pro for my desktop lah. But thanks a lot for your recommendation. Kur Mukpa says, when I review the Realme 6, I just answered most probably. I have the phone with me. I can't release a video review even though I'm done with it because I'm not allowed to. There's this embargo, which means that we only can release it after the phone is launched, which is looking to be launched at the early May, which is next week is early May, I think, already. Desmond Johnson, is it the same Desmond? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's a nice one. First time checking your live stream. Thank you, Bang. Nice to see you here. Thank you for joining me over here. Aswan saying, awesome setup. Thank you. I appreciate it. So Kur Mokpa, I think I answered your question 3 times. You asked me the same question. So yes, again, early May will be the answer. Iro Winston, Asus Zephyrus G14 good for content creation. I have no idea, my friend. I don't review laptops, so I can't answer that question for you for now. Yeah. Asfar says, what monitor is that in the background? Asfar, I did a review video for you. Just go on. Hang on. You go on Adam Lobo TV dekat sini. You just go and type Adam Lobo TV. I have my desk set up here. You can check out this video. So this is where I give you the whole rundown of all my desk setup. What is on my what screen I'm using, what speaker I'm using, everything as well. So you can check out that one over at that video. So that will answer every single question of yours. But it's by LG lah. Desmond says, Pak, with the MCO and more people using smartphones to stream the talents via FBIG, maybe a video review devices can be enhanced to maybe a video to review devices that can be used to enhance audio stream. Um, that's a good question, my brother Desmond. You never walk alone too. For me, I've just mentioned earlier, I think you came in late. There is the best way to enhance your audio would be getting a smartphone which has a headphones jack. A lot of new smartphones do not have it, so at least you have a dongle, and then buy this microphone, which is actually really affordable. This one here, this is called a Boya MM1 microphone. So this connects to your smartphone. Let me just click over here again so you can see it here. Actually, Shopee other. So you can connect this to your headphones jack, and then immediately you can get it as well for you to put it lah. Then there's also another one. This is thanks to my buddy ZY, Rode Wireless Go. So this Rode Wireless Go, what the hell? This one come out already. So this one is something where you can buy. It's not that expensive. I think it's about 600 plus. I think don't know why it's first sell so expensive. So this one will give you like your wireless kind of audio lah. So that is something which you can actually look at lah bang. Huh? Rode Wireless Go for a wireless audio. Another one is the microphone one from Boya because it's cheap. Rode also has the same one. If you want to know the exact model, just DM me on Instagram or you have my WhatsApp. Just WhatsApp me. I'll tell you which one lah bang. Huh? Let me see. Thing is done. So when you review, what monitor is that? Desmond, Annie calculate advice to get the Mate 30 now. Yeah, Annie. And if you can live without Google, absolutely, I totally agree with that. Keep his channel. By the way, curious, did you say you were from Astro? Were you also close to Jake Abdullah? Jake Abdullah is like a father to me. I'm very very close to him. You shot his wedding few years back. Oh, really? With Kak Fuzia? Wow, such a small world, man. Yeah, I was there. And yes, I'm very, very close to Jake Abdullah. He's ever since my father passed away, he's like a father to me, and I'm very close to him. I'm very close to him. So yes, I am close. Actually, Jake Abdullah gave me the job at Astro. So yeah, it's very interesting, Kipi. I just got to know you a bit closer. Mr. Bravo Papa, I mean from the price perspective. Yep. As far as you are like MKBHD Malaysia, I don't think so, but thank you so much for your kind words. Yeah. Alex Lai says, is your own channel Tech Talks currently ad on Hello Channel? Yeah, it is. I think it is still there because I did season 1 and season 2, so I think it's still there. Okay, it's already 1:28. I think I better go off really soon. Let me just go through the final questions very quickly. Blondie, say you Adam, have you ever heard of the some of the Muse songs been my jam for a lot? Yeah, Muse is okay. Not a huge fan because I was not really into the whole emo kind of rock kind of songs. But like the time is running out kind of songs. Those generation is fine. I'm not a huge Muse fan, but they're kind of cool. Billy Hercules, hi bro, nak tanya antara Oppo Find X2 Pro layak beli ke tak? Memang yes, saya fully recommend kalau you ada budget untuk Oppo Find X2 Pro, totally beli. Faiz Yusuf say hi back to you. Now in question Oppo Find X2 Pro versus S20 Ultra. Again, don't compare S20 Ultra with any smartphone because S20 Ultra is on a league on its own. But if you think that you can afford the Oppo Find X2 Pro, you really need a very good screen, go with that. Yeah. If you're using the S9 Plus, if you're using a Samsung device, then yes, you should go with another Samsung device. But if you want to save a bit money, you can go for the Find X2 Pro. What's your opinion on Google Pixel 4? I didn't review it because I didn't like the fact that they don't have a wide angle lens. So I was disappointed, and I don't want to waste my time reviewing phones where I don't like or favor. So that's why I didn't review the Pixel 4. Buenas Magendan. Hi Adam, how long you think 5G fully functional for us in Malaysia? In my last video, I talked about it in a very quick nutshell. It's supposed to be functional by September, but looking at COVID-19 now, I think it'll be delayed now because I went to Langkawi. It's really amazing 5G. Wow, the experience is just amazing. Mr. Bravo Papa says that you're gonna watch tomorrow Vivo. So yes, guys, if you're tuning in right here tomorrow, I am gonna be launching the Vivo V19 together with Smash Pop, Priscilla, Abby, and also Chuchu Gaming. I'll be one of the guests to talk about the technical specs because I'm very technical when it comes to my review. The live stream will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. at Vivo's Facebook page and also on YouTube page. So make sure to check me out over there because I have all the specs. I talk to you all about the specs. For those of you who've been eager to know about the launch of the Vivo V90, it's a very good smartphone. I use it as my daily driver for 3 weeks, guys, during the MCO period, and I love it. And the price is so you all won't guess the price. I can't tell the price. I know the price. The price was like, wow, I was shocked. So yeah, when you all see the price of the Vivo V19, trust me, you all buy it. Alex Sly says Vivo V90 is it worth it? Absolutely. Make sure you watch it tomorrow. JSL is from Keningau. Oh, memang bagus. Okay, Kur Makpa says, what do you think of the upcoming iPhone SE 2020 value for money? Yes, I did mention. I said yes. Hi, bro. My second question: do you have any idea of doing a review of the Huawei 5T or Nova 7i? I will talk to Huawei to see whether they have the devices. If yes, means I'll do a review. Yeah. Iro Winden, do you think there should be an S20 Lite or S20e like the 10 series? I like the E better than the Lite, but the S10 Lite was actually quite amazing. Erwin A says you should take a listen to Morpheus from Finland. That's some music. I think I've heard of them before. I think so. Okay. Um, Moily Leeds, hey Adam, where are you streaming with Jiggy John? And man, I'm really doing a collaborate. I'm doing a collaborate with Jiggy John. You are? Oh, that's great, man. I'm really lucky to do a video with him. That's fantastic. Jiggy John is amazing. Where is it? I think it's going to be on Jiggy John's Facebook page. That is coming up at 11 o'clock. So I need to go off now. Zach Wong, iPhone SE 2020 review. Yes, it is coming soon as I can get a device. King Meat Speed. Hello, brother. What Ethernet cable is the best? I don't use a single Ethernet cable, my friend. So I don't know, it's up to Cat 7 right now. So it all depends whether or not you need the backworks compatible. So I don't use it, but it's fine. Muhil says, good night. Take good rest and hope you can keep the hype. Thank you so much, Muhil. Good night. Um, King Meat says, Fazli Halim Baru MKBHG Malaysia, Adam more like Super South Malaysia. Okay. Pat M, Mr. X, I'm not mistaken. Before you become tech review, you did vlog, right? I remember you do Bali trip vlog. It's depending on a review. The Bali one I did it was the DJI Osmo, if I'm not mistaken, or the Shiun. So it's either one. That's why I did vlog. But vlog doesn't happen to happen with Mila. Mama Hamad says, "What's your age?" My age is 37. I'm born in 1983. I know I look way more older because of my beard. Anyways, guys, I'm already beyond 1 hours and 32 minutes, so I'm actually going to go offline right now. I'd like to say thank you so much for those of you who joined the stream. I'm not sure how much of the participation this time around compared to last week, but I want to say thank you so much for all your questions. I'm going to say bye-bye and good night for everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here. Thank you so much for staying for 1.5 hours. I know it can be really pain in the butt. It is a pain in the butt for me, but I wanted to make sure that I answer every single questions that you ask me right here as well. So yes, I would like to say thank you so much, all my friends, all my YouTube friends. I don't call you all YouTube followers or subscribers. I call each and every one of you friends. So if you've been joining me throughout the whole stream, please say bye-bye. So actually, I know that you guys have been here. So Mr. Bravo Papa says good night. Have a good day. Same to you, my friend. I have another live stream coming at 11 o'clock. Keep his channel. Good night. Glad to manage to catch you. And yes, glad to manage to catch your channel too. And yeah, and now knowing the fact that you actually did Jake's wedding, that's very interesting. So it's really nice to meet you, my friend. King Mitzi said, Spades, bye. So bye back to you. Bye bye, Moman Hamad. Thanks for all your great explanation and also your recommendation in terms of, especially when it comes to the Mac Pro. I appreciate that. Bye bye, Mr. Bravo. Papa. Bye, Asfar. Good night to you. Vignesh Warren, good night. Vignesh Warren says, I always see you review camera near the paradigm. Yeah, my studio is within Klana Jaya, so that's the reason. Alex Rai say bye. Vignesh says bye. Good night, Bravo Papa. Good night, Kurmagba. You safe, say safe too. Ali Omid Safa, hi sir, nice to meet you and good night. Mike Casper, thank you so much for always joining me over here. Alex Lai, of course, you are one of the very frequent one as well. Ali Omid Safa, I am okay, still surviving life. My work is amazing. Life is so. Mike Casper, good night, brother, my friend. Good night, Alex Lai. Blondeep, good night, my friend. And then Nanura says, Adam, you sleep in the studio sometimes. Especially I have long streams and stuff. Abang Desmond Johnson, nights bang, good night. You never walk alone. And Dean says good night and keep up the good work. I'm actually going to go off. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to go off with my live stream. My name is Adam Lobo, and don't forget tomorrow Vivo V19 launch will be at 6 p.m. at Vivo's FB and also their YouTube page, where I'm going to be talking about their main specs of the phone, all the technicalities over there. And then right after that, I'll be actually reviewing and that means I'll be releasing a video of the Vivo V19 during the launch as well. Thank you so much. And Ali Ahmad Safa, thank you so much from Afghanistan. Nice to see you over here. And hello and bye to Nathan Whitson. Catch me, follow me on Instagram. If you guys want to have further conversations to talk, please send me a message and say what you want to talk about. Don't go and say hello. Then you keep quiet because I don't know what you're asking for. Thank you so much, guys. Very good night. Thank you so much for joining me for the third episode of the Q&A session right here on Adam Lobo TV. Good night and bye-bye.